Alright guys, yes, welcome back. So this is my first video since my little break. I mean, it might end up not being the first one, so this might end up becoming awkward in the future. But since you all seem to like my redesigned plants tier list so much, it's like my most successful video of last year by a landslide, I thought I'd do the same, but for the zombies. And yes, red hair with a green top, it doesn't really work. Okay, yeah, I might as well just put my cap on then. Yeah, guess we'll go with that. So first and foremost, thanks for this absolute legend for already doing the list for me. I've not counted the Zombox, so I couldn't really find any good images of him. Alright, so here we are as usual, although not as usual this time because I don't know what happened here, but pretty much everything is on here twice. Tier names once again: Worthy Makeover, Slight Upgrade, roughly the same, Slight Downgrade, and that one. Right, first of all we've got the basic. Actually on the tier list template I've got like the 3 up because obviously since the Plant vs Zombies one is on different platforms, it had to adjust the height quite a bit. I just played it on iOS for a while, so I didn't realise that it was taller normally. And it looks more proportional. On the mobile port Plant vs Zombies one, he looks like a baby, not gonna lie. I feel that's not nearly as bad on Plant vs Zombies 2, so if this was specifically the mobile port of the zombie, I'd have to give PVZ 2 brown coat the edge, or basic zombie the edge. This is kind of not really a thing you can hold against Plant vs Zombies 2, since that's only on mobile. I'm going to go slight downgrade. I might change my mind on that and go roughly the same, but we'll see with the next few basic-ish zombies. Conehead now, you do start to see some differences. It's dark on the second game. Honestly though, there's not really much to go off. I think these two will go roughly the same. Okay, so yeah, now we go with bucketheads. Not really much to go off here either. On the first game, it seems to have trapped its left eye, which is a nice touch. While on the second one, it's clearly visible. Obviously, with these ones, you get the variants in world, so there wasn't really any need to redesign them. So I'll put these guys in roughly the same as well. And Flag Zombie next. Obviously, it's just the same as the regulars, but the difference is entirely in the flags. I think I'll have to give it to the second game here. I like the look of it, the brain in his flag better. Bigger stick and stuff, yeah, bigger flag. But only go slight upgrade though, it's not a massive change. Now we go Imp. First game, he looks like very overweight, he's bulging out of his jacket. Second game, not so much. He has shoes now, which is nice, and shorts instead of trousers. Well, I've noticed that those are supposed to be his feet. It doesn't look like they've designed them that well, not gonna lie. I think what really tips the edge for me is the animation. On the first game, I suppose it looks alright, but I much prefer it on the second game. I love how creepy it looks. Well, on the first game, he actually moves a lot faster as well, so... Or am I thinking of the iZombie ones? Yeah, I might be thinking of the iZombie ones. I'll definitely think Plant vs Zombies 2 best. I don't know whether to put it in all the way top or second one. I think I'll go Worthy Makeover for now, but if there's loads more on that one later on, I'll move it down. Garg time now. Not many differences. Like, you can see them on here. They look pretty much the exact same. Obviously with Plant vs Zombies 2 art style coming into it now. So, with these two, it'd have to go roughly the same, but... One aspect of it I really liked in the first game is how his weapon can sometimes change. It's either this wildlife sign or something, or a fellow zombie itself. That last one is absolutely brilliant. It totally reflects the game's humour style. It'd be unfair to put it all the way down just for that. But yeah, I'm going slight downgrade just for that reason. Now, Treasure Yeti. Or just the Yeti. I actually had to do some digging to see if they're considered the same one, because I think the first one is a genuine Yeti while the second one is actually a robot. So here you can see them. It might be the renders I've got of them. I know I made that mistake a few times with my plants one, but on the second game, the outline just looks so much better. I suppose there's less of them though. But once again, kind of like Gargantuas, what tips it for me is like the cosmetic variants you see occasionally. With the Yeti zombie, you get the Ancient Egypt one wearing a fez, the Pirate Seas one wearing a bandana. They weren't consistent with it, so I think they dropped the tradition after Far Future. Slight upgrade. Or do I go top tier, Worthy Makeover? I'm going to go slight upgrade because they didn't commit to doing it for all worlds. That's where the Flourish wins out. Okay, now here is where things get really interesting. And you've heard me talk about this guy before. Yes, here it is, the Snorkel Zombie. The first major redesign one. I think the first zombie brought back from the original game since the Gargantua. But yeah, Snorkel one got quite a redesign. Second game has the cool golden flippers. That's as good as it gets with him. And maybe being bare-chested suits him more. The mask doesn't look as good. The snorkel isn't even in his mouth in the second game for some reason, making it pointless. The Isle of Brain shirt actually suits him a lot more, and I guess the armbands as well. Ignore this render where he's got a bone sticking out of his arm in that place. Yeah, this one's 100% going in bottom tier. balloon now, and back to ones that are more reminiscent of their original style. Right, I'm not sure where to go with them here. The balloon's very similar. Everything's similar except the faces, and the one in the second game is wearing 2 shoes. However, one thing sticking out to me, the second one's literally just takes the basic zombie's face. The first one, he looks quite different from the regular zombies. Yeah, I'm gonna go slight downgrade just out of laziness of the latter's face. Somebody once told me the world... Yeah, it's All-Star. Maybe I've seen the Plants vs Zombies 2 one too much, but I don't know. Looking here, the Plants vs Zombies 1 All-Star feels, I don't know, looks a little bit outdated sort of thing. The old style graphics and stuff. I guess it makes sense for him to be clean, but the second one looks dirtier and it makes more sense. The shoes are better. It captures the spirit of the original one, but with more stuff to it. It's hard to explain, but I think I'm actually going to put this one in top tier. Newspaper zombie now. Forgetting how much they buffed the hell out of this guy on Plants vs Zombies 2. Let's look at the designs. This one's actually kind of weird since you have to look at it upside down to see the newspaper specifically, which is mostly what I'm going to be basing on. Everything else I'd say is roughly the same. Guess maybe the hair looks better on the second game, and the weird hearty knickers. First newspaper zombie's legs, it looks like he's got knee braces on or something. After the newspapers themselves, the first one says like new stuff, something about zombies, some of the generic outbrains. The second one though, I think is actually quite a nice Easter egg. Daily Brain, garden gnome spotted, like bring in the lore of the gnomeverse and stuff like that. For that reason alone, do I put it all the way on top tier? I suppose his newspaper's also big as well and looks more durable. Yeah, I guess go slight upgrade then. Right, now we've got Ducky Tube Zombie. This is where we start again with the ones that are added in quite recent times because they're falling into this nostalgia bait trap. And with Ducky Tube, I've actually split it into regular conehead and buckethead. So first off, apologise for the Plants vs Zombies 2 graphic ones being visibly inferior. Okay, so first with the regular zombie, he's got armbands in the second game as well for some reason. So get the snorkel zombies can swim there, but the regulars can't. I mean, I guess that makes sense actually if you think about it, given this is Big Wave Beach, or just the water stage in general. The tube itself looks a lot weaker on this game, that doesn't matter because of the armour. I think the tube looks a bit better on the first game, but the armbands are not such, and I'll go roughly the same. Yeah, I can never decide with some of these. Okay, Ducky Cone now. Same again, except he's got a starfish on his cone to represent the beach and stuff. That's a nice touch. Is it enough to go in? I don't think so. I'm just going to put him alongside Ducky Browncoat. Buckethead's well. I'm honestly a really big fan of the redesign. The green bucket, actually really sick touch in my opinion. The shell just adds to it. Honestly, as much as I do not like a lot of the modern designs of the game, I think this one I'm actually going to put all the way in top tier. Now I got Catapult, which was a recent addition. I did do a video on this, and yeah, obviously significant difference here. Like, you wouldn't even recognise it's the same zombie, it's just the catapult itself. I've got to say, the first one, I've always thought it was weird. He was like fully clothed and stuff. That seems a bit out of character for a zombie. I mean, as far as we know anyway, you can only see his top half. The second one would be good, but it seems to reuse a lot of assets from Cardio Zombie. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like exactly the same. Also, the something I don't like about is catapult in the second game as well. It's got all these pipes coming out of it and stuff. And the catapult itself honestly looks kind of weak. The first one has actually got the backboard and stuff. The second one is just some generic scoop machine thing. I don't know. I see what they're doing with him, and I guess the hat's nice. But yeah, I'm putting this in bottom tier. That is not a good look for him. Now the zomboni, which as far as I know hasn't actually been officially added yet, but this is, yeah, very different and actually fills up the space, which is nice. Looking at him here, I think once again it's another mixed bag. The Z logo on it looks cool. On the second one, it's just got a brain stick that's peeling off. But he's got a ring to him, which is random, but I'll take it. Zombie itself, he does look quite similar, but there's very visible differences. I will say, I've not actually seen the animations of this guy, because I don't think he's actually been added to the game yet, but he's been leaked ahead or something. So I can't really judge it off of that. Thing is, I'm thinking roughly the same, even though they are quite different to each other. But roughly the same quality. Yeah, that will do then. Yeah, this is just the zombies alone. I've not put the machine in. And I guess very similar. That's sort of what you'd expect out of a Plants vs Zombies 2 redesign. I think that goes roughly the same as well. 3 more to go, and these are all exclusive to the Chinese version of Plants vs Zombies 2. But I counted the ones on the plants list, so I'll do the same here. So now Jack in the Box Zombie. Weirdly, there is a render where he's not making his usual face when he's shivering and stuff. So he does look quite weird here, but in reality he's mostly the same as the Plants vs Zombies 2 redesign. Yeah, I guess we'll go roughly the same then. Now Digger Zombie. Once again, I have no context of animations and stuff like that, but it looks weirdly unsettling on the second game. I don't know why, it's kind of hard to explain. It almost looks like it's not even part of the game. I mean, but it's not that different from the original one, so we'll go slight downgrade. And finally, yeehaw! It's Bungee Zombie. Another where there's not many differences. The rope seems to be longer, but that might just be the render I've used. It looks a bit less menacing in the second game though. But he's got the same torn jacket and stuff. I guess the Chinese version do like having ones that are similar to the original. Yeah, we'll go similar again. Or roughly the same. Right, so final reviews then. Isn't really enough to be worthy makeover? I guess so. They don't have to be that different. Good God, what? Yeah, obviously only 2 in bottom tier. There's only 2 that they really ruined. I've noticed this is actually equal in terms of better versus worse ratio. I thought it would be massively favoured towards Plants vs Zombies 1. Although having said that, maybe zomboni should go down. I think the loss of the Z hurts them quite a bit. Yeah, I'll do that. It's only just occurred to me that I didn't actually use a docket tube conehead. I don't think it makes a difference anyway. That's it for my Plants vs Zombies 1 to 2 redesigned zombies tier list. There are still some tier lists I have in mind. Rest assured, I will do Plants vs Zombies 2 songs tier list at some point. And probably the first game as well, why not? So yeah, please let me know what you think of this video. Share out with your Plants vs Zombies mates. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm Golden Ninja Vlogspot. See you soon.